Elena wakes up early in the morning. It is still dark outside. The house is quiet. Everyone is still sleeping. But she cannot go back to sleep. Her mind is busy. She has one strong thought. I want to speak English. She does not know why this feeling is so strong today, but it is. It feels different. It feels important. She sits up in bed. She says to herself, today is the day, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Elena knows that she has no teacher. She does not go to school. She does not have money to take a course. She does not have many books. But inside, she feels ready. She picks up her phone and opens YouTube. She types, Learn English for Beginners. Many videos appear on the screen. Some are long, some are short. Some look too hard, some look boring. Elena does not know where to start. Then she sees one video. The title says, Learn English with Simple Sentences, Slow and Clear. That looks good. She clicks on the video. A friendly voice begins to speak. This is a dog. The dog is happy. Elena listens carefully. She smiles. I can do this, she whispers. She pauses the video. She says the sentence out loud. Then she plays the video again. She repeats the sentence. It feels slow. It feels easy. But it also feels good. She understands. At that moment, a new idea comes into her mind. She thinks, I will make a new habit. Every day, after I brush my teeth, I will practice English. Just 10 minutes. No excuses. She finds a small sticky note. She writes the plan on it. 10 minutes of English after brushing teeth. She puts the note on her mirror. That morning, she keeps her promise. She sits near the window with her notebook. She writes her first sentence in English. I am learning English. She writes it again. Under the sentence, she writes another. I am proud of myself. Later that day, her little brother walks into the room. He hears her talking to herself in English. He laughs a little and says, Why are you speaking like that? Elena usually feels shy when someone laughs at her English, but not today. Today, she smiles. She looks at her brother and answers in English. Because I want to learn. He laughs again, but this time he does not say anything more. Elena feels happy. It is a small moment, but it feels like a win. She feels brave. In the evening, before bed, Elena opens her notebook again. She writes 3 short sentences. I am learning. I can grow. I will not stop. She reads the sentences slowly. Then she whispers them with a soft voice. These are her words. This is her decision. She does not feel scared. She feels calm. She knows that learning will be hard sometimes, but she also knows that she has started. That is the most important part. Elena turns off the light. She closes her eyes. A small smile stays on her face. Tomorrow she will continue. Her journey has just begun. 3 days later, Elena feels different. She tries a new video on YouTube. It is a story in English, but the speaker talks fast. Very fast. Elena tries to listen. She pauses the video. She goes back and plays it again. Still, she cannot understand. Her head starts to hurt. Her eyes feel tired. Her heart feels heavy. She turns off the video and sits quietly. She thinks, maybe I am not good enough. Maybe this is too hard for me. She closes her notebook. She does not practice English that day. The next day, she also does nothing. On the third day, she still feels sad. She looks at her mirror. The sticky note is there. It says, 10 minutes of English after brushing teeth. but she ignores it. She feels like a failure. On the fourth day, she picks up her notebook again. She sees her first sentence. I am learning English. She remembers how proud she felt. She wants that feeling again, but she is still tired. She does not want to watch a video. So she does something different. She takes a pen and writes 3 new sentences. I feel tired. I feel sad. But I want to continue. These are her feelings. They are real. She is honest with herself. She decides to write a small English diary. Each day, she will write her feelings in simple English. She does not care about mistakes. She just wants to write something true. Later that week, Elena finds a new idea. She sees an ad for a free language app. The app helps people talk with others from different countries. Elena joins. She matches with a girl named Anna. Anna lives in the Philippines. Anna wants to learn Spanish. Elena wants to practice English. They make a plan. They talk for 10 minutes every day. First, 5 minutes in Spanish, then 5 minutes in English. At first, Elena is nervous. Her English is slow, but Anna is kind. She listens, she smiles. One night, Elena says to Anna, I feel stupid when I speak English. I make many mistakes. Anna looks at her and says, mistakes mean you are learning. Elena hears these words and feels something warm inside her. She repeats the sentence to herself. Mistakes mean you are learning. That night, she writes the words on a piece of paper. She puts the paper on her bedroom wall. Every morning, she looks at it. Every night, she reads it again. It gives her strength. A few days later, Elena finds a new type of video. It is not a lesson. It is a slow vlog in English. A woman talks about her day. She says simple things like, I wake up at 7, I eat breakfast, I go to the market. Elena listens. There are no subtitles, but she understands. Not every word, but enough. She smiles. She thinks, I don't need to understand everything. I just need to understand something. She feels happy. She writes in her diary, today I listened to a real person talk in English. I understood. I feel strong. Elena is not perfect. She still makes mistakes. Some days are slow, some days are hard. But she does not stop. She is learning in her own way. She is finding new ways to grow. She is not alone anymore. She has Anna. She has her diary. She has her wall with words of hope. Elena is learning more than English. She is learning how to keep going, even when it is hard. And that is something powerful. Elena wakes up on a quiet Sunday morning. She feels calm. Not too happy, not too sad, just calm. She brushes her teeth and looks at her mirror. The old sticky note is still there. It says, 10 minutes of English after brushing teeth. She smiles. Today is recording day. Every Sunday, Elena records herself speaking English. She uses her phone. The first recording was very short. She said, hello, my name is Elena. I am learning English. Her voice was quiet and slow. She was nervous. But each week, she records more. Now her voice sounds stronger. Her sentences are longer. She's still not perfect, but she can hear her progress. That makes her feel proud. During the day, she tries to think in English. When she is cooking, she says, I am making rice. I am hungry. When she is walking, she says, I see a tree. The sun is hot. She talks to herself in English. No one hears her, and that is okay. She is practicing. Every small sentence helps. Later that week, Elena's cousin comes to visit. Her cousin studies in a bilingual school. She speaks English very well. She says, "Hi, Elena, how are you? What are you doing these days?" She speaks fast and with confidence. Elena feels nervous again. Her heart beats fast. She doesn't understand every word. She wants to hide. But then she takes a deep breath and answers slowly. "A little. But I am learning every day." Her cousin smiles and says, "That's cool. You're brave. I never practice at home." Elena is surprised. Her cousin speaks so well, but she does not practice outside of school. Elena thinks, maybe I am not slow. Maybe I am just learning in a different way. That night, Elena writes in her notebook. She writes, "Learning English is not just about words. It's about courage." She closes the notebook and feels peaceful. She is not afraid to make mistakes now. She is not afraid to speak. She knows that learning takes time. Elena's mother also starts to show interest. One night, Elena says, "Mom, today I learned 3 new words." Her mom smiles and asks, "What words?" Elena says, "Believe, enjoy, process." Her mom repeats the words after her, slowly. They both laugh. It is a small moment, but it feels special. It feels like love. Another day, Elena goes for a walk. She puts on her headphones and listens to an English story. It is not a lesson. It is just a normal story about someone's day. She does not understand every word, but she does not stop the audio. She keeps walking. She listens to the voice. She tries to guess the meaning. She understands enough to follow the story. She feels proud again. When she returns home, she opens her notebook and writes 2 new words she heard. She looks them up. She writes 1 sentence with each word. Then she writes another sentence. "I started with fear. Now I continue with hope." She reads the sentence out loud. She repeats it. She closes the notebook and feels something soft inside her chest. It is not fear. It is not worry. It is peace. At night, Elena thinks about her dream. It is a simple dream. She wants to speak English fluently. She wants to understand movies. She wants to make friends from other countries. She wants to travel and feel free. She knows she is not there yet. But she also knows something else. Every word she learns brings her closer. Every sentence she speaks makes her stronger. She lies in bed, closes her eyes, and whispers, "I will learn again tomorrow. Not because I must, because I want to." That is what changes everything. Learning English is not a race. It is not about being perfect. It is about being brave. It is about showing up every day, even when it is hard. Every small word is a small win. Every mistake is part of progress. One day, Elena knows she will look back and say, "I started with nothing, but I did not stop." And that is enough. Elena's story started with a quiet morning and one strong thought. I want to speak English. She had no teacher. She had no school. She had no money for a course. But she had something more important. She had a decision. She made a promise to herself. I will learn. I will not stop. Her journey was not perfect. Some days were easy. Some days were hard. Sometimes she felt proud. Sometimes she felt sad. But she always came back. She always continued. She found new ways to learn. She watched simple videos. She repeated sentences. She started a small diary. She spoke with a new friend online. She even practiced alone while walking, cooking, or brushing her hair. Elena also recorded her voice every Sunday. She listened to herself. She heard her own progress. That helped her believe in herself more. Her cousin visited and spoke fast English. Elena did not understand everything, but she replied bravely, "I am learning every day." That moment showed her how strong she had become. Later, her mother even joined in. She repeated new words Elena had learned. Together, they laughed. Together, they shared something new. At the end of her story, Elena is not fluent, but she is not afraid anymore. She speaks, she listens, she writes. She learns with hope, not fear. And now, she teaches us something important too. The lesson from Elena's story is simple but deep. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin. You don't need the best school. You don't need expensive books. You need one thing: courage. Courage to try, courage to fail, courage to continue. So, if you are learning English, remember this: small steps every day can lead to big change. Be kind to yourself. Enjoy the process. Believe that progress is possible. Just like Elena, you can grow stronger, one word at a time. Congratulations! If you listened to this whole story, it means your English skills are improving. You listened, you understood, and you followed the journey. That is a big achievement. Now, let's test your memory with a small question. What was the name of Elena's language partner? A. Maria. B. Anna. Write your answer in the comments. A or B. And if this story helped you, please subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us motivation to create more simple English stories to help learners like you. If you want to help us continue making free content, you can also donate to support this channel. The beginning is always difficult, but your help can make a big difference. We work hard to give you quality lessons for free, from the heart. Thank you for being here. And remember, keep learning, keep believing, and never give up.